All right, welcome to part 2 of Systems of Inequalities. I apologize that we have to have a part 2. I got a phone call in the middle. Whatever. Okay, so we got to the graphing part, okay? We're making our table. We're going to graph it on a grid. I already put some x values in, okay? It's good to have at least 5 x values, okay, when you're making a table and plotting points. So I'm going to start with -3 and go to 3. All right, so if we plug in -3 where we see x, we have 2 minus -3. Oop, that means that turns positive. So 2 plus 3 is 5. All right, I'm going to get 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1. Okay, it just applied the same rule. That's what I get. Okay, now for, oh, I didn't even write what this inequality was. Okay. So now when I plug in -3, I have -1 plus 2 times -3, which is -6, so I get -7. These are the rest of the values. Remember, I would use your graphing calculator or that graphing calculator app that I mentioned in the Systems of Equations video, okay? And it will give you your table. So here are our points. So we know our points. Now we have to determine what type of circle, line, and shading we're going to have. So I have a greater than, so I go to my greater than row and it says an open circle. So I need an open circle. I need a dashed line. And my shading is above. Okay, I have less than, I go to my less than column. I have open circles. I have a dashed line. And my shading this time is below. Okay, so I'm going to take out my graph paper and we are going to graph these two linear inequalities and figure out where their solution sets intersect. So here is our grid. So I'm going to start plotting these points. Okay, I'm going to plot for y is greater than 2 minus x. I go to -3 up to 5, and I put an open dots. -2, 4, -1, 3, so I get something like this. So I have a negative slope, it's going downward. I make sure that I connect these. I would have a ruler, ideally, but I do not have one on me. I left that at school. So I would ideally connect these with a ruler. My line is dashed, it's not solid. There we go. So I have my line, I have my dots or my circles that are open. I need one more thing, I need my shading. Oh, actually two. I need my label and then my shading. So this is y is greater than 2 minus x. And our shading is above, so I need to shade all this in. So I'm going to just, you can scribble in. I just like to draw lines in. Okay, so here's my, this is my solutions to this inequality. All right, now we got to do the next one. -3, -7 is my first point. Remember, our circles are still open. -2, -5. Okay, we get something that looks like this. Again, I'm going to connect them with a dashed line. And we get something that looks like this. Of course, it's not perfect because I don't have a ruler. On the exam, you would have a ruler. Okay, so we need to do our last step, which is to shade. So our shading is below. And where our shadings overlap is over in here. So this is our solution set. You can mark your solution set by putting a big S. Okay, so that is our solution set. If they asked you what is one of the solutions to this system of inequalities, you would simply go into the solution set. Oh, this lays in there. So I would say 4, 2. That's not the only solution. I could pick anything, okay? So, but do not pick from the lines. Please do not pick from the lines because these are not included. Even if one is solid, do not pick from the lines, okay? Do not pick where they intersect, okay? We're looking for the solution set intersection, not where the two lines intersect, okay? So I just graphed one system of inequalities for you. You would take the same steps with any system of inequalities you get, okay? You first write them into slope-intercept form, which is our y inequality symbol, mx plus b. You then make a table for each, determine the circle type, the line type, and the shading. Then you can go to your coordinate grid and you can do the graph, okay? Remember, the solutions are where their shadings overlap or intersect, okay? You could pick any point in this area. I could have picked this point. I could have picked this point, okay? As long as it's where they overlap. This would not be okay. Something over here would not. Something over in this area would not be okay. This would only be a solution to this line. In order to be a solution to the system, it has to work for both, okay? So you can either comment on part 1 video or part 2. It is up to you. Again, I apologize that I got a phone call, so it messed up the video. Ugh, I'm not good with technology. If you have any questions, please contact me, okay? All right, have a great rest of your day.